You might have seen the movie, The Matrix. At one point, Orpheus says to Nemo, "If you want to know the truth, it is not a matter of receiving the right answers. It's about asking the right questions." Welcome to the module, The Power of Questions. Why are questions so powerful? Why do people who know how to influence effectively use so many questions? What is the psychology behind? The question triggers what you start thinking. What triggers a closed-ended question? Action. What triggers an open-ended question? Ideas and thoughts. Let's dive into this. First, the objective, the why. A closed-ended question is looking for a confirmation, a yes or no answer. An open-ended question will bring new information, developments, insights. Secondly, what are we talking about? On who are we focusing? With a closed-ended question, you want to get confirmation of your own filter. For example, are you 30 years old? In my filter, you are 30. Do you confirm? With an open-ended question, you want to get information from the other filter. In our example, this means you ask the question, how old are you? And thirdly, how can we differentiate one from the other? What is their first word? A closed-ended question starts with a verb. Are you? Do you think that? Do you want to? An open-ended question starts with how, what, when, who, where, why. These are called an interrogative pronoun or adverb. Asking an open-ended question triggers the other to think. Developing his or her image, thoughts, and start sharing ideas. We may learn from the other person what is important for her concerns, needs, motivations. Asking a closed-ended question triggers the other to make a choice or validate. How to combine open-ended and closed-ended questions in an effective way. By using the funnel of questions. First, ask enough open-ended questions to gain a full understanding of what is important for your client. Get a full understanding of what his needs are. At the end, switch to closed-ended questions. Now we can check and confirm, ask for commitment, make actions concrete, and close while being 100% absolutely sure that you will hear only yeses. This is the first power of questions. The second source of power is especially related to the open-ended question. Open-ended questions push us to start asking questions to ourselves. For example, if I say to you, "Today, I'm going to teach you how to present our new product," what will be your reaction? I bet it is somewhat negative, that you do not like it, and you block. If I say to you, "How can we present our new product?" I guess you feel more invited to start thinking about the subject and how you would present the new product. When we make a statement, when we tell something, we may antagonize the other person. When we ask a question, the other person may start to ask questions to him or herself and stays open-minded. Now, what is the third source of power behind the question? Would you like to know this? Are you sure you want to know? Questions make us curious, because we want to know the answers. And we know the power of curiosity can sometimes make us travel thousands of miles. And the big secret behind the power of questions is preparation. Think about it. When you are preparing for a meeting, do you write down what you want to say, Or do you write down what you want to know about a certain topic? From now on, prepare your questions. And to prepare ourselves by building our question from the information we would like to receive. Make sure we are conscious of the purpose of each question we ask in order to make our questions relevant. What is it we want to know? And why do we want to know this? So what is the question to ask? And based on your objective, you decide on the form of the question. Open-ended for learning about the other, understanding them in order to fulfill their needs. Or a closed-ended question, because we want to help him to choose, to decide. Or we want to check your understanding of his needs. Back to our starting point, the quote of Orpheus, who plays such an important role in the movie The Matrix. It's about asking the right questions.